Hi everyone, this is another question in the homework for Unit 9, and I've highlighted the important numbers from the question. We first have to calculate a population proportion, so we know we're going to be using a proportion confidence interval calculation. We need to find a 90%. Sample size is 337 with 239 successes. This time, as opposed to the questions you just answered, we have to put it in this type of format, which is very similar to the one with the parentheses, except we don't need parentheses this time, and this is called a trilinear inequality. So first things first, you need to open this confidence interval template, which will take you to my Dropbox link, and then you just click download over here, and we'll do that, and direct download. And when you open it, don't forget that you're going to have to enable editing. So the new confidence interval, whoops, I'm just recopying it so I don't have 20 copies on my desktop. So when I open this up, and I'll make this so that, there we go. So we can actually see the numbers and type it in. Don't forget to do this, enable the editing. Again, I'm on the top row. Oh, it moved up on me. I'm on the top row because this is a population proportion. So I start with the number of successes, 239, and the sample size is 337. And then I hit tab or enter, and it'll actually calculate the first few numbers. Notice that it does check for the normal criteria. If it's met, that means that our sample size has to be big enough, successes and failures. And so, yes, it is. And the proportion in this problem of successes is about 71%, 0.709. All right, so now let's put in the confidence interval that I want. Remember that you do need to include the percent sign, or just type it in as a decimal to begin with, but just typing in 90 won't work. All right, so then we finish up again with the area outside, the critical z-score, which is part of a formula that you multiply the margin of error by to get, I'm sorry, you don't multiply the margin of error because that's already been multiplied. This is the standard deviation times the critical z-score. Okay, so once you do that and you add and subtract it from the 0.709, you end up with these numbers here. So let's type them in and see if we get an accurate result. So let me make this a little bit smaller and scroll over, and then let me see if I have some real estate to type this in. All right, so behind here is the problem. All right, so let's type this in. We get 0.669, whoops, and 0.750. All right, and let's do submit. And voila, the answer is correct. So this is basically saying then we are 95% confident that the true population proportion is between 0.669 and 0.750. All right, and that ends this question.